Hi guys, Herbalist40 here, and thank you for joining me today. I'd like to just make a quick video today about something quite odd. Not really too sure what to think of it. I haven't heard of anyone else claiming they've been through a similar incident, so I just thought I'd throw it out there and see what the responses are. Before that though, I would like to say thank you to everyone for all the positive responses I got from my last video, which was GTA V versus Lost, the documentary. Almost at 1,000 views, so that's pretty awesome. The thing I'd like to thank you most for though is the fact that a lot of you took the time to comment, get involved, share your thoughts. Even if my answers might not have been what you're expecting to your questions, trust me, I took account of everything that was said to me, and a lot of things hopefully I will use again in the near future. So in other words, a lot of things that you did tell me helped me in a lot of ways, helped me to perceive things how I was supposed to. But anyway, thanks for all that. But for today's video, as I said, something quite odd. Before we get into that though, I want to give a little bit of backup as to why I would bring this up and not just discard it as a glitch automatically. Now, nothing of what I'm going to say next is concrete or evidence of anything, but it's very weird and I would like you to take a quick look with me. Right, so as far as the backup goes, it's this. I'm not going to dwell on it too much, and again, I'm not feeding any of this to you as fact. I'm purely speculating. Let's just say it's speculation. But anyway, what you're looking at on the left here is the rules of Reddit, and rule number 6, which ironically I think it's funny they chose number 6. I don't know if they did that on purpose, but refers to a dude called Brian. Now, for those of you who are new or who haven't been hunting since 2013, Brian is a guy who, if you want to stick to the correct terminology, people say he was crucified on Reddit for his mad ideas, and fair dues to him, like, he is kind of the person who instigated this whole thing. Like, I'm talking before Fearless Force, I'm talking before MPX, I'm talking before Trippy, I'm talking before any one of us looked into this. This was the guy who was really going head on into the details, and he was kind of alone. And he did sort of get slaughtered, the poor fucker. But anyway, nonetheless, Brian is a guy who has always interested me, and he is a guy who has always... Fuck, how can I put this? He's always come across as someone who knows more than what he's really telling you. Now, for those of you who know Brian, who know what I'm talking about, you know exactly what I mean. You know exactly why I'm struggling to explain who this guy is and what he's all about, because he's quite a cryptic individual. But anyway, I want to take you to his blog. It's kind of like his web page, and if you want to go check it out, by all means, please do, but don't come at me asking me 1,000 questions about what this guy means, because for the most part, I have no idea. But as far as what I do know about him is that he was very involved on Reddit. He had a lot of interesting thoughts to share. A lot believed that he was a bit too passionate. At one point, people even believed that he worked for Rockstar. I'm not going to go into the detail of who he is and what he's all about, but this is a compilation of a couple. Like, basically, this is just one page on his blog. Just type in the Unwritten Tract of Epsilon blog or whatever in Google and you're guaranteed to find it. There's a ton of pages on there, like literally the blog's been up since 2013, I think. But anyway, as you can see on the screen here, I want you just to focus on the bottom of the left hand corner, which says, when Franklin knocks out the gardener, he crosses the line from being a good worker as a repossession specialist and becomes nothing more than a mere criminal with a title. And the follow-up to that is on the second half, is, did you know that you killed a man that you could have bribed at another point in the story? Now, this is something that has always bugged me. I'm not sure whether he's tying the fact that Franklin knocks out the gardener or something about that, and that being tied to the guy that you killed that you could bribe later on in the story, if he's talking about someone completely different. But here's where I kind of fucked up. I've got some footage which is going to end off the video, and I just want you to watch it and think about it, because something's wrong with the shading on my screen. Now, all I can remember about this incident was I was fucking around, like fucking with multiple theories, so I can't exactly remember or backtrack and see what I did, because the footage I have is the only clip I have, and I found it by chance the other day, something I thought I'd forgotten. It's all a bit cloudy in my mind still, but all I can tell you is I remember that I was fucking around with theories, and I was probably with Trevor, and I switched to Michael, and it just went into a cutscene with Michael, a switch scene where he's playing with Jimmy, and you'll see straight away that the shading on my screen is just not right. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and play the clip now, but I just want you to notice that obviously when I come, like, I can hear gunshots and stuff, like I see the screen's not right, things just don't seem right to me, and I walk outside and there's the gardener standing with his phone, and because at the time I was otherwise involved, like in different thoughts, I really wasn't focusing on what I could or couldn't be doing there, and it feels like I missed an opportunity, and I was just wondering if you would discard this as a glitch or if this is something that's happened to other people before. But anyway, that's enough rambling. I just want you to take a look at this video, and the reason I tied in the Brian thing was I'm wondering if I was supposed to do something with that fucking gardener. My storyline was complete at the point of this footage, but yeah, anyway, let's take a look at it, and I'll join you guys afterwards for a quick talk.
Millennial fuckwad! And that, Daddy, is the bell chiming.
Right, so I'm sure you can all see that my screen, the colouring's just not right, and at this point I've pulled out my phone to see if that would change the effect on my screen, and as you'll see in just a second, it's going to snap back to normal just for no apparent reason, like right there. And it could just be a glitch, but my thing is that was not too long or not too short of a window for me to have interacted with that gardener. Now, I'm not saying Brian is right or he speaks the word of truth. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying certain things that guy says aren't to be taken lightly. And on further review, I'm wondering if that short time lapse where the colouring went kind of like, I just want to say mission-like in a sense, like as if it was a window for me to do something. Because my head wasn't in the right place at the right time, I didn't. I personally wouldn't be offended if you all told me glitch. I'd rather put it out there and get people's honest opinions, and also find out perhaps if it's happened to someone before, someone who might have a better idea of how this happened. Because as I said, like, I find a lot of shit, and I come to the point sometimes where I don't even know what to give you next, and when I get to that point, a lot of information gets forgotten or put to one side. And about that, I want to give you a friendly reminder now. This is not personal to anyone, so don't go getting your knickers in a twist. But about 3-minute videos that expose some shit that looks pretty cool and that could be interesting. I've explained this to the people in question, not the person, the people in question already, that when you make a 3-minute video about some shit that looks interesting, especially when it's been brought up before, the item you're bringing to the viewers is losing credibility every single fucking time. Now, if you want to bring something to someone, I advise you bring it in a way that's helpful, new, or simply informative. If you're bringing some shit to say, wow, doesn't this look cool, go fuck yourself. Jump off a cliff, do something useful with your time other than fuck me off and get in my way and use shit that I'm going to look like a dick for using in the future because you brought it up in the wrong way. I hope you guys understand this. I'm not hating on everyone who makes a 3-minute video. Some things deserve a 3-minute video. Other things are valuable clues that we don't understand, and every time some fuckwit brings it up for the expense of his own channel, it loses value. That's the best way I can explain it. If you're illiterate or inbred, you probably don't get what I'm telling you right now. But for those of you who have a clue, for those of you who just have a clue, that's all, just one clue in the back of your mind of what's going on in life, you'll understand that what I'm saying is true, and it's not hate, it's necessary criticism towards certain channels. But anyway, that's all that's going to be said today. I'd love to hear some feedback on what you think about this particular situation, glitch or opportunity that I missed. Either way, I'd love to hear your thoughts. But anyway, guys, until next time, I'd like to say take it easy and obviously see ya.